Yo, it's Joe from Joe's Golden Garage. Got another update for you guys today. This is our 2017 Volkswagen Passat SEL. Don't see many of the SELs. Most of the Passats you see running around are SEs. But this is an SEL, top of the line. Only thing, it is the 1.8T, not the VR6. Which I wish it kind of had. It's a little underpowered with this 1.8 TSI, but you can, of course, if you got a tune, you could help that out a good bit. But one of these with the VR6 V6 would be really nice. This car's got almost 20,000 miles on it. Look at that paint, still got a nice shine on it. This one has the full LED and HID, whatever you call them, lights. Let's do kind of a cold start here real quick. This has got the real leather. It also has the self parking. Tell you what, that 1.8 TSI is such a smooth running engine though. Things looking good under here. This car has been a pretty good car. It's a great road car. We'll go for a little ride here real quick. But compared to my 2016 Golf, we've had more troubles with this car involving this driver's door. I've had to carry it back to the dealer at least 3 times for a noisy wind noise coming in, which I felt was excessive wind noise. And then took the car through the car wash and it leaked. Water came in and leaked on my leg. So I carried it to the dealer and they checked it. No problem. They can't find any. I rode with the mechanic. Oh, that wind noise is normal. I'm like, no, it's not. You know, I've had a 15 Passat. I've had a 14 Jetta. I've got a 16 Golf. I know what it should sound like, and that's not right. But of course, he insisted on arguing with me. Finally got it fixed on the 3rd trip. I dealt with a totally different service writer and mechanic altogether, and the door needed adjusting. I mean, I knew, you know, it had to be something along those lines, and that's all it was. And the guys were so nice to me on this 3rd trip, and I actually saw none of the people I had seen in the previous trips. So I don't know if they are looking for new jobs or what their story is, because they weren't very helpful. But the third try was a charm, and they redeemed themselves a little bit. This car, let's see, we had it 2 years. It's getting close. It's a lease. The lease will be up in a year. And it's supposed to have 36,000 miles. Well, we have 36,000 miles in this 3-year lease. And it just has 19,373. So it's not driven nearly as much. So when the lease is up, it should come in under the mileage. But this is a... man, this is just a highway machine. This car, you get it on the interstate, even though it's the get up and go, it's a little slower. than say a Jetta or a Golf with 1.8 TSI. It's a great highway machine, just very smooth. I haven't had the car on the interstate since I got back from having the door fixed, and that's been a few weeks, so I'm anxious to see if it's still, the wind noise is quiet and the problem is still fixed. I hope. We'll see. Hang on, I'll be right back. Wait. Nope, I can go now. Thought I was going to have to pause the video. Hear a little bit of turbo spool. Well, so far so good. She's still remaining very quiet up there. Get her up to about 80. Yeah, it sounds a lot better than it used to. One of my favorite features on this car is this rear view mirror. It's a self-dimming rear view mirror. Check it out, it's just all glass. I love it. It doesn't have a metal frame or a plastic frame around it or anything. It's just a big chunk of glass. It's really cool. I've always liked that rear view mirror. I've never seen that in any other car. Of course, we've never even used the self-parking feature. It's never even been used. But do enjoy the adaptive cruise like on my Golf. Enjoy the Fender stereo that this car has. The Fender stereo is just phenomenal. Sounds really good. And I do really like Volkswagen's, they're real leather. It just adds a nice scent, aroma in the cabin. As you can see, this car is quite a cruiser. 90 miles an hour is about 2,500 RPM. Yeah, she's just a great freeway machine. But I'll be anxious to see what the new Passat refresh is going to do. I've seen pictures of it. Looks like it's going to be really cool. Our lease will be running out next year. Not real sure. Might have to look at one of those to replace this one. Got to decide if I know they use a 2-liter turbocharged engine now. I'm not sure if the VR6 is going to be available on the next model design. I'm not real sure about that, but I would be interested in trying one of those out if so. But yeah, other than the problem with the door adjustment and the wind noise, it's just been oil changes with this car. I think the oil's been changed like 3 times, and it's been pretty reliable and trouble-free. Enjoyed the updated nav on the 17 unit. That's really nice. You know, it's just a loaded out, top of the line freeway machine. So not a whole lot to report as far as the update. Oh, let's see what kind of miles per gallon we've been getting. I can't, let's see. Average 21.6, and that's just in town. So a little disappointing on the fuel economy. But if you get it out on a long road trip, it will turn in about 31 miles to the gallon. But in town fuel economy, it's a big car, but it's a little engine, so still a little disappointing at only 21. But anyway, y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you next time. Peace.